Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. The show is all about public, private, and blockchain companies, how the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go.
Did you know that a staggering 65% of young adults lack basic financial literacy skills? This alarming data highlights a critical problem in America, one that we can help solve together. That's why you need to visit bcs-kids.com today and introduce your young loved ones to the Sensibles, superheroes on a mission to help kids ages 6 through 12 develop smart money habits, learn basic economics, and have fun while doing it. Subscribe now. Our kids' future depends on it.
Hempacco's goal is to disrupt the nearly $1 trillion traditional tobacco industry with hemp-based alternatives. And with me is CEO Sandro Piancone to talk about the latest developments with the company. And I understand you launched Dog Pounds gummies. So tell me more about that.
Sure, Jane. Well, thank you for having us on again. And congratulations on your 500th show. Very exciting. What a milestone.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's a major milestone.
Awesome. So last time we were on, we talked about our joint venture with Snoop Dogg. And after about 6 months, we have launched the Dog Pounds dog treats. So they're for humans. So a play on words, dog treats, gummies. They come in 3 flavors, right? Blue raz, cherry lemon, and our grape. And they also come in 2 sizes. So we have our 5 count, which sells for $9.99 retail, and our 20 count that sells for $28 retail. So we have 3 flavors, 2 different SKUs. And the cool thing, this is a soft touch bag, child resistant bag that you get, but it also has really cool augmented reality technology. Have you heard about that before, the augmented reality?
I have. So it's very cool what you can do with this.
So this will be launching next week, the augmented reality, but I do have to show. So it was launched with 19 Crimes Wine. So I'll show you and the guest how it works on there. So it's an app.
Let's make a toast to success and nothing less. Yes, sir.
So just imagine all of our products, all of our gummies have that technology. You won't need to download an app. You'll go right onto the QR code there, and it'll be right there. You'll be able to see it, and it'll be live. So we're very excited about being the first ones to license that technology for the CBD and hemp space.
Yeah, no, very cool, very high tech and interesting and innovative. How are sales going, by the way?
Well, awesome. So we launched about 2 weeks ago at the Champs Expo in Las Vegas. We took orders for over two truckloads, a little bit more than 2 truckloads, over $1 million in purchase order and sales. So very exciting launch, nationwide launch. And since then, we've been on a trade show between Las Vegas. We were in Denver. So it looks like we have a hit on our hands, and sales are coming in fast and furious.
And you have several master distributors as well. So bring me up to date on that.
Yeah, so our go-to-market strategy is that we sign up what we call master distributors. We have one in New York named Reliable. We had mentioned them. We signed their agreement on your show. Then we have AAA in Alabama, and then we also have Midwest in Chicago. So a master distributor orders a truckload of gummies, Snoop Dogg gummies, and then they have sub-distributors, VIP distributors, and stores underneath them. So we have our 3 master distributors that we have signed up, and they, between them, can distribute to over 100,000 stores.
And then what products are next under the Dog Pound brand?
So we're very excited. We have a whole new line of paper products coming. So rolling papers, cones, pop cones, different types of products, new and exciting, herbal cones, herbal tea cones. So very excited about that. And then a full line of what we call CBD Delta vapes. So those will be coming out under the Dog Pounds with the same look and feel, the same technology for augmented reality. But of course, every product will have a new Snoopism that he'll be talking about. So we're very excited about that.
Oh, it sounds like fun. Thank you so much, Sandro, for bringing us up to date. Best of luck.
Thank you, Jane. And again, congratulations on your 500th episode.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis can be difficult to treat and debilitating for an animal's health and well-being. Take control of lameness issues and joint pain. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. With just one injection, Spring with OsteoCushion technology targets the root cause of lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis, helping animals do what they do best.
PetVivo has a unique and innovative tool that treats osteoarthritis in animals. And with me is the CEO, John Lai, to explain more about this and also some progress you've made. I guess it's been a couple months since we talked, and there was a recent peer review article that was favorable for your Spring technology. Tell me about that article, who wrote it, what did it say?
Sure. So Dr. Tamara Grubb wrote the article. She is a professor at Washington State University. Her area of expertise is pain management for canines. And she's also the president-elect of the International Veterinary Academy of Pain Management, which is a very prestigious organization worldwide. And to our surprise, we didn't know anything about the article that was going in. So it's in today's Veterinary Practice Journal. That's the name of the article, and it's a peer review article. And what it basically stated was naming some of the newer products that are coming out to the market, some of the tools that can go into the veterinary doctor's toolbox. And the key takeaway for ours was that our product, Spring with OsteoCushion technology, was addressing the root cause of the problem of the bone-on-bone contact with osteoarthritis, while other products are more focused on symptoms. The second big takeaway was the fact that she said our Spring could be used as a frontline use product. That means, it can be grabbed first as well as NSAIDs, just as equally. And the third takeaway was there's about 83 million dogs in the United States, and 5% or so of those dogs cannot take NSAIDs. They have reactions to it, negative reactions. So our product, Spring, is a really good alternative for that. And she will be talking more about that at upcoming conferences, but this was a very good article to have. And this journal only goes to veterinary doctors. So it's going right to our audience that we needed to. Yeah, it was a nice surprise because
well, I was going to say, how interesting, you didn't even know it was coming out. And so it's like a totally objective look at Spring and what it's doing.
Correct. And I've never talked to her before you even met her. So
okay, that's great. So how many clinics are you in now with this product?
We recently gave an update to the street that we're over 450 clinics as of June 30th, and we're in 47 states. So that's quite the accomplishment, because I think we had about 50 clinics last September. So we're really making good inroads. And with Dr. Grubb's article, as well as multiple studies coming in September and October, at least 3, that will give further evidence to the efficacy of the product in canines and felines, which are, allows our salespeople to really present data to the veterinary doctors in those fields.
Well, that's amazing how many clinics you've added just in less than a year.
Yeah. And it's a testimonial to the effectiveness of the product, because, it's really hard introducing a very disruptive technology like we have, innovative, because it's quite the paradigm shift that the veterinary doctors learn. And when you're sending product without the data behind it, even though we have over 3,000 animals doing really well on the product, the veterinary doctors have a tendency to use it on the worst case animals. Even though we still have really good results. I mean, the vets that come back and say, wow, John, this is like a miracle product. It's amazing what it's doing. But in their mindset, they automatically put us into the last use category. We tried everything else and nothing else works. So it takes a while, and then they start going, Well, I'm going to try it on hip dysplasia 6 months later, and then they go, wow, we get great results here.
Yeah.
So we find after a year in the small animal side, they start really feeling comfortable and they'll prescribe it for everything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's a comfort level, I guess, that needs to be reached before you can get there. So patience is important. Well, what a great report, John, the article and the growth. So congratulations, and we'll see
Thank you.
Back here.
Yeah, and I look forward to getting back into the studio. I've been so busy. I haven't been able to travel to New York.
All right. Well, I'm sure we'll see you soon.
Yep.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Okay.
Did you know that a staggering 65% of young adults lack basic financial literacy skills? This alarming data highlights a critical problem in America, one that we can help solve together. That's why you need to visit bcs-kids.com today and introduce your young loved ones to the Sensibles, superheroes on a mission to help kids ages 6 through 12 develop smart money habits, learn basic economics, and have fun while doing it. Subscribe now. Our kids' future depends on it.
Iagon provides compliance in a box when it comes to data storage. With me is the CEO, Navjit Dhaliwal, to explain exactly what you mean by that. So give us a description. Tell us what the company is all about.
Hi, Jane. Yeah. We were actually founded in 2017. So we're working towards compliance and making sure that data regulation is followed and abided by throughout the world. So what we're focusing on is decentralized storage, and we're able to, through our patent, we're able to geolocate the data in a certain fashion so that we can be compliant in different regulations, different territories. So that's the general premise of it. We're a storage protocol, meaning that we are kind of like an Airbnb for storage. So we match the end user's needs with the resource providers.
Very interesting. Okay. And it's a decentralized platform.
Correct.
Which is a key part of the whole business plan, right? So why is that so important?
Well, it allows us to be more secure and private. So the reason why we are swaying away from centralized solutions like AWS, Google, is because they're centralized in the sense that the files are located in a specific area at a specific time. And that allows for ease of data leaks. It's not because of how AWS and Google are implemented, but how it's implemented from the company side. So how humans implement it on their interface leads to errors, which leads to data leaks. And in how we're doing it, instead of centralizing and having files in a specific location at a specific time, we are sharding the data, meaning we're slicing it and we're spreading it across to resource providers according to the user's needs. So we're able to learn the behavior of the resource providers in different variables, which includes performance, availability, trustability, location. And these variables are important to the end user. So if they want a highly performant, highly available node, they can do so. If they want a cheaper solution, less available, they can also do so. And it allows us to geolocate because the location of we know the location of the resource provider. For example, if the person wants to be HIPAA compliant or compliant with different regulations around the world, like GDPR, we're allowed to allocate the data in those specific regions that those data regulations comply with.
Well, that's very interesting. So that is where the compliance in a box comes in, that you're able to kind of adapt to wherever the person or company or whatever is storing this data.
Correct. And that saves a lot of costs for especially big enterprises and also small enterprises, because it's a kind of unknown world in compliance today. And a lot of enterprises are having trouble being data compliant, and we can focus on that in an easy way.
Are you using artificial intelligence at all?
We're using machine learning, which is a derivative of artificial intelligence. So the machine learning comes into play when we're learning the behavior of the resource providers. And what we can do is optimize the resource allocations for the end user. So by all times optimizing it and having it ready for end users' needs. So if we get a new client, we're able to locate and give the best kind of resource providers that end users are asking for.
Yeah. Okay. So, and talk about just in general, the data industry, AI, blockchain, where do you see it going as an industry over the next 10 years?
It's a definitely ever-growing industry, and there's a lot of interest in the space. And everything is digitalized these days, so there's a high demand for storage and compute, and almost everything in every industry revolves around data and compute. And I think that the blockchain part of it is actually just showing that it's still in the early phases in terms of adoption. And a lot of people are getting more interested. A lot of enterprises are getting more interested, but there hasn't been that catering for the Web2 community in terms of the traditional companies that want to get into the blockchain space, but don't know how. And also the questions in terms of the Web3 community and the blockchain community, and how they can cater to that specific industry. And I think storage and compute fit perfectly there, where they can drive the compliance. And I think that once we have the compliance and the regulations there, that there will be more adoption, and that's coming soon. And Iagon hopes to be at the forefront of that.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Navjit, for the update on this. Great to see you again and hear about the latest things with Iagon.
Thanks for having me, Jade.
Blue Castle Ventures is a strategy developer in the world's financial markets with trader training courses, also digital certificates and more. And with me is the CEO, David Rojas, to talk about the company and what they're doing. And David, great to see you today.
Hi, great to see you again.
So let's talk about just how everything's going. How do you see the market right now?
Well, it depends a lot on technology, especially chip makers like NVIDIA. Also, AI, which being the hot sector since the beginning of the year. And it's kind of what is dragging this bull run, or maybe this bull market. However, it's a little bit worrying that only one sector is pulling everything. Like that's the only concern I have. And well, we will see. We will see what happens next. But I think we have to still be cautious. We should be cautious on whatever happens with the market. I think that if there is some big pullback, then after that big pullback, we could consider stocks again like a safe bet, because I think that a company like NVIDIA, it's a good company, but the valuation always is a problem. So because they have to keep delivering results in like maybe 15-20 year in the future mark, and that's pretty ambitious. It's not impossible, but there are a lot of geopolitical things that can trump that. So we'll just have to be very careful still, and let's see.
Well, and I feel also like China has become a big issue over, there's been this concern all year about China and the reopening, and people were really optimistic about it, but it has not gone well. And
No.
And I feel like, this world's second biggest economy, that there's a lot of concern about what that could mean for the global economy.
Yes, and the thing is that you cannot always trust the numbers that come from there, because mostly are not that accurate as we wish they were. But yes, it's been like a big disappointment that the second biggest economy is like really slowing down. They still have ambitious objectives with their percentages, but there are a lot of underlying issues, and that's why I am not very confident yet to go all in and say, yes, we are back. I like when when there is a bull market where several sectors are pulling the whole like the indexes. But in this case, what is fueling this? I think is this competition with the chip making, the quantum computing, all of this around the AI sector it's becoming like a war. So it seems like who is going first, and that could fuel a further development of this industry. But then at the same time, we have to see how regulators are gonna put rules, like create new rules for this industry, because there is still a little bit like the Wild West with some of these things. Maybe not to go like to break any ethic rules. And the other day I was listening to an interview, and something that got me really worried is that in the future, like very near future, quantum computers could just be a problem for security online, because they're able to solve problems way faster than the computers that we have at home. So that's going to be a challenge, and there's going to be a period of adjustment that can bring a lot of opportunities for some, but it also will represent some threats to many of us.
Now, we've talked before about some of your products. I mean, if you could kind of reiterate what those are and then talk about any developments with those.
So we continue with like the pieces of art that we sell, and then like it's like a points program. You can acquire our points. With that, you buy goods and services. As services, we have the course that I will talk about later. And if you let's say have some money left in your account with us after you purchase any of our goods or services, we have digital certificates in which we just share a little bit of our profits with our customers, and that's what we do with these digital certificates. But yes, indeed, right now, what is like the most exciting thing to us is the course, because it's our first product in the United States. It's a stock trading course, which our own proprietary method is very simple. Like any person who even doesn't have real knowledge of finances can take it, and we will take them from zero to be able to place their own trades in a safer way. Obviously, there is not 100% guarantee that you're gonna make money of it, but it's different because we are kind of getting all our experience, almost 15 years of experience in a very thick course that at the same time is understandable for any person. And we have been developing already like for 3 or 4 years, and we finally have it at a point that we have taught people, and they have been able to really become traders, like very responsible traders, and to understand like not only stocks but all the other vehicles that stock traders like me use as reference points of what the market is doing, where it is going. And what I like is that most students that really stick to it and they are consistent, they really get results, and they can have these like another source of income, or just switch eventually to just live of it. Like it's very possible. Like, it doesn't matter what market it is. It doesn't matter if we have a bull market or a bear market. You always have opportunity. Also, our course focus mostly in small caps, and those are more volatile. So how to profit from those, and it brings more opportunities because people normally are used to blue chip stocks, known names, but some of these big names pull like some other little companies that in the moment, that those are companies that are not to invest for a long time, just momentarily, and it's not very traditional, but it gets results when you have a set of rules and you don't act on emotion. So that's where you guys are gonna get from this course.
Thank you so much, David, for joining us.
Your data is vulnerable to hackers, with email being the cause of 91% of all cyber attacks. Introducing secure, Swiss-hosted, data-mine-free, private and secure solutions to protect your communications. Secure Mail offers secure and private email communication. Secure Messenger offers private and secure chats. Secure VPN encrypts your internet traffic and protects your digital identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit Secure at secure.com.
Lahontan Gold is a top-tier gold and silver exploration company. And with me is the CEO, Kimberly, at one of the mines in Nevada. And welcome to the 500th show.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here and honored to be part of the show, actually.
Yeah, quite a milestone. So tell me about Lahontan Gold. For people who haven't seen our previous interviews, talk to me about the company.
Yeah, Lahontan Gold Corp is a newer story to the market. It's only been around for 16 months publicly. But we have 4 assets in the Walker Lane, Nevada, a top-tier jurisdiction. Our Santa Fe flagship asset is a past producer of gold and silver, open pit, heap leach style operation, 1 gram rock, very good grades and recoveries. Our West Santa Fe asset, we just got to be a bolt-on satellite project to Santa Fe. But really, when you think about Lahontan Gold Corp, we believe that we want people to think about that we are the oxide consolidator of Nevada, because that is the easiest thing. It's lowest cost to extract out of the ground.
Yeah. Talk to me about precious metals. I don't think people realize how important gold and silver are to everyday items that we use. So talk about how they play into our future.
Yeah, that's a good question. And it's really important for people to understand that all metals are critical. Gold and silver are no exception. There's a lot of silver in solar panels, for example. Gold is part of the connection to all devices that you can think of. So it's not just lithium and cobalt and all the things that you hear in the news to build cars and such, because I think they forget about the little components. But at the end of the day, they're all important. And we just don't have enough of it. So the message I always say is, you should be thinking about, as far as your portfolio, gobbling up out of the metals, because we can't make for them, and we need to, all across the world, we need to construct companies into production.
And you have mentioned that the Santa Fe project was a past producer. Do you plan to bring that mine back into production?
Well, that is the goal, of course. We have been doing a fair amount of drilling the past year and a half. We're trying to get the project to a critical level where we can make a production decision. We currently have about 1 million ounces of oxide, which is a fantastic number. But total resources we have is 1.7 million ounces. So if we can add 300,000 to 500,000 more ounces, then it really warrants us to push it through the production, through the permitting, to get the production as quick as possible. In parallel with that, though, we believe in this so much that we are doing a very extensive permit that takes about 1.5 years. It's called a plan of operation. And this allows all the studies to bring involved, make sure there's not anything indigenous or raptors, or we call them bugs and bunnies. Important things we need to make sure that when we go back to production, we're being responsible. So absolutely, that is the focus. I hope next year when I'm talking to you, that we're seeing a production.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for joining us from Nevada.
I have a question for you, Ms. Jane.
Okay.
So your 500th episode, how have you been so successful? Like, what's your thing you've got going that makes it the magic of the show?
Well, I'll tell you, I love what I do. I love to talk to people like you, CEOs that are doing innovative entrepreneurial things. I think it's great and so interesting about all this innovation that's going on, and just persistence, curiosity, and persistence.
Hard work, right?
Yeah, it is hard work, but that's okay. I'd be bored otherwise.
Thank you for having us. I really appreciate being a part of your
Thank
program.
you. No, it's great to see you.
Hey everyone, I'm Anna Berry. I'm speaking with Jacob Cohen, the CEO of Mango Pharmaceuticals, also known as Mango RX, a company that focuses on developing, marketing, and selling men's health and wellness products, tapping into this massive marketplace for men's health, probably at an all-time high. I heard you say something around $4 billion annually. And today we're going to talk about a very common topic in today's world, ED, erectile dysfunction. And you have made quite a buzz in media with your Mango RX erectile function medication. So let's go there. Let's hash it out. Talk about your business model, Jacob, and this reach that you've already had with consumers.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you for having me on the show. It's a pleasure to be here. And, you know, if you take a look at the name Mango Pharmaceuticals and specifically the name of our product, which is called Mango, it's a play on words called Man Go. We want men to go hard in every aspect of life, not just in the bedroom, but whether it's in the boardroom, at the gym, and in every aspect of life. Our flagship product is an erectile dysfunction product, and it's a compound. Up until now, a lot of the companies that were selling direct-to-consumer telemedicine products online, pharmacy products online, it's mainly been generic products or what we call commercially available products. That is generic Viagra, generic Cialis, also known as sildenafil and tadalafil, and other products as well. But we decided to take it a step further, and we have come up with our proprietary formula and a compound that has 3 ingredients. Namely, the first one being either the main ingredient in Viagra or Cialis, tadalafil or sildenafil, and we compound it with oxytocin, also known as the love hormone, or what we call the cuddle chemical, and the third one being L-arginine, which is an amino acid, which also is there to promote vasodilation, to promote blood flow. And those 3, we not only compound it in a tablet, but it's actually an oral dissolvable tablet, which means you put it in your mouth, it dissolves under the tongue, and it goes into the bloodstream faster, so allowing it to kick in faster. So our tagline is ready, set, mango.
You know, I've been doing media for 20 years, and 20 years ago, you could not talk about this. And now we can, and it's an important topic to bring up. People, this is real life. I saw something in a previous interview. You said your investor is your consumer, so you're turning your consumer into your investor. Talk about that.
As we're marketing to our investors, we want those investors to also be a customer, right? So we're spending a lot of money on marketing our company and our brand to the investors marketplace. Then we also want them to understand what we're doing, say, hey, that's a really cool product. I also potentially want to be a consumer as well. It's a very serious topic, erectile dysfunction. It affects almost 40% of the male population out there, and it's increasingly getting worse within younger demographics, younger age demographics. Notably, a lot younger people, younger males these days are being affected by erectile dysfunction through a number of topics, or because of a number of topics or reasons, whether it's their job, whether it's the dating scene these days, social media, having to constantly having this constant pressure to perform.
Well, I spent some time looking at your social media, and I have to say I chuckled a little bit. We're obviously coming upon an election year, and you have a fun pun around. I'll let you say it. I'll let you say that the slogan. What's your slogan?
We're looking to make America hard again. I mean, we have great merchandise, and we have a website, makeamericahardagain.com, where you can get hats and T-shirts and ice shaker bottles and things like that.
Let's talk about your reach to the younger demographic, like you said. Talk about your partnership with the social media, Adam22. There's some new sponsorship with this podcast. So tell us a little bit about these new partnerships that you have going on.
Again, absolutely. And you brought it to you said something earlier that I've been trying to, or we're actually going to be focusing on more, and that's changing the message, right? Again, erectile dysfunction, we know that's the name of the, of the issues that are at hand. But what we want to do is focus on erectile function. And it's not the fact that, hey, it's not working down there. It's just that, hey, it could be working better, right? I kind of equate it to just because someone may be a little overweight, he's not, you don't want to call that person obese or fat. He just, he could lose a few pounds, right? You could always do better in life. You can always shed a few extra pounds so you're ready for that summer season, or, getting ready to fit into that dress or that tuxedo at an event. Same thing here. It may not be that you're having, bad sex. It's just you want to have better sex, or you want to perform better. And we want that message to be relayed, again, to that younger demographic. So we're going to some of those outlets, and we're hiring some of those, podcast hosts like Adam 22 with No Jumper and Plug Talk, like Glenny Balls on the Only Stand show with Barstool Sports. We also have some very exciting sponsorships coming up that we're going to be announcing shortly that also cater to a younger demographic. So we're very excited about participating with some of these hosts and being associated with some of these podcasts, because again, it's going after that younger demographic. We're trying to widen that gap and that audience that's traditionally been reserved for an older audience up to date. So we're very excited about these partnerships. They've been working out very well, and we've been seeing that age gap in our consumers and our customers has widened for sure.
Well, let's also talk some numbers. It seems that Mango's been increasing sales revenue. So what does the fall look like? We're coming into a new quarter and the holidays.
So we have a lot of things on the horizon that I believe will increase our numbers. Namely, again, some of these sponsorships with these podcasts, we're slowly getting out in the marketplace. The campaign with Make America Hard Again is putting a lot of eyeballs onto the company. We're getting some conversions through that because of what we're doing there. And also by adding new products, that should be adding to, our growth on our top line as well.
Well, it seems like you've got a great product and a great strategy. So thanks so much for breaking it down with us today. And I guess go hard or go home?
No, it's go home and get hard.
Oh, God. Okay. I'll let you say that. Awesome. Thanks for joining us, Jacob. We'll see you again in the future.
Absolutely. Thank you, Anna.
Your data is vulnerable to hackers, with email being the cause of 91% of all cyber attacks. Introducing secure, Swiss-hosted, data-mine-free, private and secure solutions to protect your communications. Secure Mail offers secure and private email communication. Secure Messenger offers private and secure chats. Secure VPN encrypts your internet traffic and protects your digital identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit Secure at secure.com.
AppTech's fintech platform is designed to fundamentally change digital banking, payments, merchant services, and more. And with me is the chairman and CEO, Luke D'Angelo, to expand on this a little bit. And in particular, I want to talk to you today about your 4 lines of business. So one of those is specialty payments. Let's start with that. Explain that.
Thank you, Jane. So specialty payments is a really exciting division of AppTech, and this brings out a lot of the creative juices that we are focused on at AppTech in regards to helping our merchants and customers achieve seamless payment transactions. A lot of our customers who come to us feel that they are put into a certain box that they can't get out of. When you go to Chase Bank, or you go to Wells Fargo or Bank of America, and go to Stripe or any of these other people, it's a certain way, one box, one way, and they can't really get creative without outsourcing to many different companies and sources to provide what basically we do here at AppTech. And what we do is, customers who come to us, they basically want to expand, whether it's in two-way chat, mobile payment text, certain SMS marketing capabilities. We tie all this into a custom backend, which we call our Specialty Payments and Eco Solutions division. And this is what we do. We go in there and we help these customers create a seamless payment strategy for their customers, so everything is efficient, it's contactless payment, it's instant, and it basically allows their customers to communicate and do business on an expeditious basis.
Okay. And we are right on the edge of the 4th quarter of 2023. It's hard to believe. I mean, it's been a really quick year. What are your predictions for the company, just in kind of the macro environment and digital banking in general?
Well, I can tell you that since the word has gotten out what we're doing in specialty payments and licensing, our phone has been basically exploding with all kinds of projects and products. We are definitely focused on our licensing revenue right now, and we are definitely focusing on rolling out several significant and medium projects that we've been working on for the last 6 years. It looks like towards the end of the year, our company is going to be doing extremely well, and our 24 outlook is very, very exciting as well. It takes a while, Jane, for some of these customers and some of these specialty products and payment platforms to get turned on, identified and out to market. But once they're on, it's not just sticky, it's glue, right? And basically building that base so that glue sticks is what we've been focused on for the last 6 months. And we see the next 6 months as explosively exciting. Even though the markets are having issues and there's inflation and all this stuff, helping our customers have seamless payments and seamless transactions expedites things. And for us at AdTech, every customer, every new client is new market share, while our competition is focused on keeping market share, and they're laying off people and they're doing all this stuff. We're hiring, we're building, and we have no end in sight.
Interesting. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Luke, for joining us. Great to hear about AdTech. Look forward to our next update.
Absolutely, Jane. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks.
Your data is vulnerable to hackers, with email being the cause of 91% of all cyber attacks. Introducing secure, Swiss-hosted, data-mine-free, private and secure solutions to protect your communications. Secure Mail offers secure and private email communication. Secure Messenger offers private and secure chats. Secure VPN encrypts your internet traffic and protects your digital identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit Secure at secure.com.
It's not just soil, it's Humasoil. Coming to a garden center near you.
The Sustainable Green Team is a provider of environmentally conscious solutions in arbor care, disposal, and recycling industry. And with me is the Director of Administration of the Sustainable Green Team, Brian Rivera, and Brian Meyer, the Chief Operating Officer. So great to have you both here. So Brian, tell me about the sustainability and how SGTM plays a role in that.
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you for having us. And if I could just give a little bit of props to you and your team. We are just, so many companies are really being blessed by what you guys are doing. So thank you for that. And sustainability is a word that we're beginning to hear even more and more in industries. Everybody is looking for sustainability. Sustainability actually is the action or the approach to be able to preserve the well-being of communities and environments. I take that very to heart, if I can say. I have 2 kids that I love with all my heart. Everything I do, I try to really focus and concentrate on their future and what they're gonna do and the life that they're gonna live. And that's why I believe the Sustainable Green Team is so important, and what we're doing in our company has such a great value, because that is exactly what we're doing. We're taking what many people would look as an waste, something unusable, something that's gone, and creating a sustainable, rich product that is going to be for the communities and the environment. There's, I'm just thinking right now, off the top of my head, there's this show on TV that I love, I used to watch a lot. And something so interesting that they say in their introduction is that what many people see as junk, we see as value. And I believe that's what our company does exactly. Yeah. What many people see as waste that is being sent to landfills, that is just no longer good, We are converting it into a sustainable product that has great value for communities and our environment.
Yeah, I always remember how you guys were cleaning up after the hurricanes in Florida and
Exactly.
trying to, reuse some of that
Yeah.
debris that was there. So now, Brian, SGTM runs multiple locations. You have 8 locations, right? Subsidiaries, 250 employees.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're the chief operating officer. How do you kind of manage all of that?
Well, it's pretty interesting, as we do have eight facilities. Each one of those facilities are unique in their own set. We have different feedstocks, different manufacturing processes, and in order to do what we need to do and accomplish what we need to do, we have a group of employees that have a large skill set. Matter of fact, I'll just kind of explain it this way. A guy was in my office a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about the different plants and the different feedstocks and the products that we were offering. And he said, "Yeah, this is great." He goes, "Where's your biggest asset?" And then that question, he was wanting to know location. And it just happened to be, we were kind of getting up and we're going to the truck. I was going to show him another site. And I just put my arm around him and said, "That's our biggest asset."
Your people.
My people. It's kind of, as Brian was talking about sustainability, our employees, we kind of look at it the same way. Those people that we work with every day, we find value in those people, and we want to make their lives sustainable. We have the same commitment to our employees as we do to the environment. And it takes a large skill set, and we have those guys available, and we are blessed to have them in our employment, and they make us who we are. I mean, our biggest asset, again, is those who work for us. And a testimony to that is the founder of the company is still in our employment. The very first employee hired is still in our employment. The second employee that was hired is still in our employment. And if you think about that knowledge base over 8 locations, folks who've been with us years and years and years, and think about that skill set, that knowledge base they have, and multiply that out, it's tremendous. And that allows us to do what we're able to do. And again, the best thing about it is we're taking that knowledge and that skill set and passing on to another generation, so they can pass it on to another generation, so the company can be not only sustainable environmentally, but also in our production.
Yeah, building a legacy. So Exactly. So Brian, are there any technologies, anything revolutionary you're working on this year at Sustainable Green Team?
Yeah, we actually we have a new technology that's being released that personally I believe that it's one of the best beneficial, if not the best, that really is being produced right now. It's humus soil. For many years and generations, we've been doing things, if I can say, wrong to our environment. Instead of taking advantage of the soil that's in the earth, we've been depleting it. We've been destroying it. And humus soil is 100% organic soil enhancer that actually manufactures water in the soil. With the world and everything that's going around, you can look at the news, places like California and other places where there's drought, where there's a lack of water being produced. This soil, or our technology, humus soil, is going to be able to fix that. It's going to be able to grow fruits, vegetables, any kind of harvest in the middle of the desert. And so this technology, it's taken over. It's going to create great things, and most of all, going back to it, it's going to secure future generations, food supply. It's going to help out our environment and communities, from cities to deserts to mountains, anywhere. This product is going to work, and it's going to cause a change.
Interesting. Yeah, that would be truly revolutionary to be able to grow food in the desert. So
absolutely.
There you go.
Now, and Brian, how can somebody find out more about Sustainable Green Team? Where should they go?
They can go to our website.
Or just Google Sustainable Green Team, it'll pop up.
Or mulch manufacturing, mulchmfg.com.
If I can say something that I always encourage everybody to come, please check out our
YouTube
channel.
page. Yeah.
It's SGTM, the Sustainable Green Team. And right there, you'll be able to meet more of the people like Brian was talking about, learn about our products, and really our heart and passion behind everything we do.
No, that's a good point, because I've actually been on there and it shows what you guys are actually doing. So with all the big equipment and everything. So thank you so much, Brian and Brian, for joining me.
Thank you.
Did you know that a staggering 65% of young adults lack basic financial literacy skills? This alarming data highlights a critical problem in America, one that we can help solve together. That's why you need to visit bcs-kids.com today and introduce your young loved ones to the Sensibles, superheroes on a mission to help kids ages 6 through 12 develop smart money habits, learn basic economics, and have fun while doing it. Subscribe now. Our kids' future depends on it.
Lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis can be difficult to treat and debilitating for an animal's health and well-being. Take control of lameness issues and joint pain. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. With just one injection, Spring with OsteoCushion technology targets the root cause of lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis, helping animals do what they do best.
Of 91% of all cyber attacks. Introducing secure, Swiss-hosted, data-mine-free, private and secure solutions to protect your communications. Secure Mail offers secure and private email communication. Secure Messenger offers private and secure chats. Secure VPN encrypts your internet traffic and protects your digital identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit Secure at secure.com.
Hi, welcome everyone to your Secure Privacy and Security segment. I'm Anna Berry, along with Alain Guillay, the CEO of Secure. Okay, the weekly hack this week is talking about business email compromise, email security and privacy. So Alain, since we are back to business, fall is officially here. Well, not necessarily where I live. It's still extremely hot. I don't know about you, but fall is here. We're back to business. Let's break down BEC. Talk about some of your secure solutions and any new launches this year.
Yes, so fall is coming and we're happy to be on the 500th episode of New to the Street. So very happy and privileged to be part of it. And I think today we're going to talk about general privacy security, especially for businesses, as September Labor Day is gone and now it's back to business. So BEC is essentially business email compromise. Business email compromise is a way where hackers are spying on your communication, sometimes for several months at a time, to figure out who are the decision makers, what kind of access they have to what database. A lot of time looking at your bank accounts, even when you surf the net without a VPN, any kind of protection, hackers are interested to see the kind of balance you have, what account number you have. So that's business email compromise. It's costing trillions of dollars to the global economy.
So BEC is happening to businesses and everyday consumers like myself. Talk a little bit about the secure solution that you provide for people.
Everything that you have with Secure, which is hosted in Switzerland only, doesn't do data mine. Essentially, what we do is we have the entire communication within the server. So if somebody doesn't have secure, you email them with your secure account, you can use Secure Send as a tool, which sends them a link to click. And when they click, they're in our server in Switzerland, and you and that person can communicate in a highly secure and private environment. In other words, you're not all over the net where people can see your traffic. It's like being in kind of an invisible mode, so to speak. We also don't register your phone number, so when you use our messenger or download our VPN or what have you, you are not displaying your phone number. That's another way to be more invisible to hackers. So the Secure Send, Secure Reply lets a sender and a recipient using this private form of emailing without the recipient even having to register to Secure. Anybody that goes to secure.com can take a look at our help videos, and it shows you how it works. And we have the same thing for Messenger as well, where you can message someone that doesn't have the secure messenger, and we're the only ones in the globe with that kind of solution. That's a great way for businesses to minimize their internet footprint.
And you mentioned the VPN, so explain that briefly, what that is and the importance of it.
We don't sell your data to third-party antivirus, malware, etc. We have those tools within our organization. A VPN is important to essentially increase your encryption. If you have a good VPN that encrypts at 256 AES or higher, and it also permits you to hide your true IP address, so you're getting some level of protection from people snooping around trying to see which websites you go to. If you go to e-banking or other tools as a business or an individual, you want to make sure that you use a highly private VPN in order to mask your address.
Wonderful. Well, privacy has arrived with these many secure solutions, and congratulations on the 500th episode. I'm sure that you have protected many people who have watched this show for the past few years that we've been having the weekly hack. So congratulations, Elaine, and thank you.
Thank you. And for whoever wants to take a trial, you can use promo code PRIVACY, and you'll get a 15% discount for the next 5 years on any and all our solutions.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Your data is vulnerable to cyber attacks. Introducing secure Swiss-hosted solutions. Secure Mail, Secure Messenger, and Secure VPN, protecting your communications, internet traffic, and identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit secure.swiss.com.